cylinder like this is most important because you can use it for many varieties of flowers. Here I love combining cherry blossoms and the quince. It really feels like, you know, we're welcoming spring. This really allows you to play with the stems and have a nice pattern here and this explosion. You know, it's nice when you have some branches that are just about to open. So you have some that are in the middle of opening, some that are fully open. You can put it in an entranceway or put it, you know, in the corner of a coffee table on a stack of books. It really takes over the space. I happen to love this Elsaperti thumbprint bowl. Thumbprint. It's very sensual and sexy, and the perfect thing for that is to float gardenias in it. The fragrance during the day and during the evening is just intoxicating. Again, on a coffee table, you could take several little bowls in different shapes and put them on the dining table for a centerpiece. If you have a large bathroom or in a beautiful, you know, bedroom, to wake up to this scent is pretty amazing. Another thing that comes quite in handy is if you have a decorative pitcher. I happen to be a big fan of parrot tulips. I think the problem with most people when they arrange flowers, they get very nervous that they are arranging the flower. And flowers have a mind of their own. They can just be. You know, this one is up straight, this one is, I mean, they move like swans. And they're very, keep using the word sensual, but they are. People just like plop them in, you know? You have to play with them a little bit, let them breathe. And once they breathe, they will do what they want to do. Trumpet vase, kind of very old world. These are sweet peas. They are sweet. So I'm just going to cut them a little bit shorter. That was a complete explosion. Again, if we just place them in there and shake them up a little bit, don't make them tight, let it breathe. Believe it or not, these are arranged, but they are not fussy. Well, this is extremely feminine, I think, in a woman's bedroom or in a powder room. Again, in the living room, these come in beautiful shades of blue and white. So the next vessel is what we call pedestal vase. And I have chosen this very wonderful hydrangea. I love the combination of this pale green with this hit of pink and mauve. So what we're going to do is create a bubble. I mean, as you notice in some of these arrangements that I am doing, they are not even. They're not perfect. Again, flowers take off. Flowers are not perfect. There are no two roses that are alike. They're like people. They have their own shape. So basically we fill this with 3 flowers. And it's quite spectacular. Again, on a coffee table, on a side table, on a dining table, on an entranceway. Instead of using a mint julep cup or a small glass cylinder, I have a collection of these wonderful mugs. And if you have a wonderful mug, why not use it for a vase? Of course, the first thing that comes to mind, well, let's do a cluster of roses in here or lily of the valley, but this time of year we have peonies, which are lush and beautiful. there's height to it. It has a movement. 2 different shades of pink. If you're having a weekend breakfast with guests, you could have a mug next to each of their breakfast settings, you know, or as I said, in the bathroom, or just anywhere you want in the house that you feel you need a little color and a pick-me-up. Another substitute is roses. Please make sure you make a shape so it looks very natural. This little arrangement you can put next to your bed, in the bathroom, on a side table. Another thing that's very helpful if you have in your home or apartment a little collection of bud vases. So we chose an enemy for these. The stems have a nice little shape. They're not completely straight. They have a nice movement. And again, it's a perfect little set to do a little arrangement in a bookshelf or on the mantle, or you can run them down the table. Another great thing that's most useful is your ginger jar. We're going to fill this one with delphinium. And I love the whole play on the blue and white vase, or ginger jar, I should call it. And this explosion, blue, delphinium, and 2 tones of blue. And you know, when you're getting down to the front, you can always cut them a little shorter. Some variation of height. Even outside, if you have an outside patio during the summer, a big vase of these are absolutely beautiful, or 2 of them on a long table. Another thing I have in my cabinet is an oval cylinder. It's just more compact and gives the flowers, or when you arrange the flowers, a different shape. I have selected this wonderful ranunculus. You can fill it, or you could put, you know, 8 in and you could still make a statement, or you could put in 24.